Relentless in their pursuit, the Emperor's advanced forces scoured the land for quite some time, searching for any trace of Hikari Sato. Despite this, they found little in the way of his trail. With no clue to his whereabouts, they were left with little choice but to return to the Unity and report the results of their mission. Though Edward Riker had lost his soul in the conflict, their casualties were few. Satisfied with their victory, the clones set a number of blaster charges within the isolated sanctuary, ensuring that it would never be used again. As the detonation resounded throughout the area, the interior of the base was vaporized. Even the most skilled salvagers would have a difficult time making use of the remains. However, in spite of the Empire's great power, things weren't nearly as bad as they appeared to be for Hikari's friends. The clones were never given a comprehensive list of targets. After all, Edward was their true lead. What the Empire didn't yet realize was a team of 3 duelists had already been dispatched for a late supply run, seeking to use the cover of night to their advantage. In doing so, they had unknowingly been spared from the attack, but they lost contact with Hikari and the others some time ago. Regardless, they persevered and completed their mission. As they began their journey home, a sense of unease settled over the 3 duelists. They quickened their pace to the Gregarian Mountains, unsure of what they might find near the summit. Hikari had done so much to train the others, teaching them to expect the worst, hope for the best, and anticipate the ever-present danger of the region. But there are times when even the best training will fail you. No one could have anticipated what would happen next.
It's been hours. We still haven't heard a thing.
Virgil, you know Hikari hasn't been himself since he lost against that thing, whatever it was.
I mean, we should have gotten some kind of answer back. I know he's not quite the same person anymore, but he was never that distant. Not even in cram season back at the academy.
So much has changed since we graduated.
I'm sure there's an explanation for all this. We'll get some answers as soon as we get back.
Onaga, I told you to change the batteries! We could have reached them by now.
For the last time, Isaac. We don't have any batteries!
Greetings, humans. I come to you bearing a warning of great urgency.
What the heck is this?
Warning. That's one way to make an introduction. What do you mean?
Did something happen? Who are you, anyway?
Not to worry, humans. I shall answer all of your questions. I am the Queen, the guiding hand to protect the realms from all the calamities that seek to destroy it. The unseen hand. I am the Order of Eternity.
No way! You're real?
You carry the same disbelief as your governments. A pity. They refuse to accept our existence, shutting themselves from the universe like a tortoise inside its shell. They elected to willingly blind themselves to the truth of creation.
You mentioned something about a warning. What's wrong?
Yes. You cannot return to your home. Emperor Valtor discovered the location of your mountainous sanctuary. We intended to intervene. By the time we arrived, it was already too late. His clones used a specialized explosive device. It has rendered the interior of your base inoperable.
Oh no.
This is why we couldn't get through!
Did anyone make it out? Surely, they couldn't have.
Hikari Sato is alive. The others were not so fortunate. The Emperor's soldiers are quite dangerous. We believe your friends and allies were added to his collection of souls.
I don't believe it.
They can't. They can't be gone! Surely some must have survived.
Even your leader realized this was not a battle he could win, though we are still trying to find him. Regardless, it is unwise to continue on your current course. The clones will undoubtedly return. They often make sweeps to ensure no one was missed.
Wait a sec. You could have just sent a message if that's all you wanted to tell us. Why did you bother coming all the way out here yourself anyway? We're pretty far out from civilization.
Your instincts serve you well. I knew Hikari's allies were capable, and executors preoccupied at the moment. I decided to come and ensure your safety myself. The empire that pursues you is engulfing the world. No one is even trying to stop it. Soon it will cover the entire planet and beyond. You must join the Order of Eternity. For over 1,000 years, we have stood against oppression and tyranny. We will strike down this empire. But I require your help to ensure this mission does not fail. Despite our collective wisdom, there are certain things even we do not know.
Oh no. No. Absolutely not. Hikari told us about you guys.
Onaga is right. I've witnessed the power of the Empire firsthand. We would be destroyed by the Orichalcos if we stood against them. If our friends are really gone, we're lucky to even be standing here talking about it. They lost everything. And you want us to fight?
You have nowhere else to go. I bring you salvation and an end to this destructive conflict.
Nope, no way. We'll figure it out ourselves. You guys just conscript everyone who doesn't share your opinion. You're just going to...
You misunderstand my words. This is not a request.
No, it's the clones. We're too exposed here.
Not to worry, my fellow humans. I didn't traverse the realms all the way here just to let Valtor's clones take even more victims. Activate the neutron transmission field.
What's the meaning of this?
The threat Valtor represents is far greater than you realize. You believe your people are the only ones who suffer? The only ones who are at risk? It is not uncommon for humans to think in such limited terms. However, the truth I offer will shatter your short-sighted perspectives.
Are you saying what I think you are?
Yes. This threat is far greater than you realize. Far greater than any human realizes. Left unabated, this empire will expand far beyond the borders of your world. Not even the Milky Way galaxy will contain its evil. The Emperor has already learned the secrets of other dimensions. Even my own home will fall prey to this darkness if he is not stopped here and now.
I had no idea. But I think I'm beginning to understand why you're so insistent that we join your cause.
Then are you ready?
Absolutely not. If the Order of Eternity is so strong, then fight him yourself. Leave us out of this crusade. Can't you afford us the common decency to let us live our own lives?
We were all just classmates before. I was already planning to become a pro-duelist. But after Valtor dissolved the governments of the world, it's been difficult enough just to get by. And you're making it even worse. Can't you see all the people you're hurting?
Yeah, you can't just force people to fight. That's crazy! Haven't you ever heard of civilians?
Very well. You leave me with no choice. If you choose to resist salvation, then salvation shall be forced upon you.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
That's right. I'll use the full power of my deck and bring you to your knees.
I couldn't agree more. As long as we fight together, you don't stand a chance.
The three of you would ally against me. Even so, you haven't the slightest hope of winning.
Let's duel!
I'll be taking the first move. I'll start with this, my skilled Dark Magician! I'll set 2 cards face down. That's all for now.
Alright, my turn. I summon my marauding captain to the field. Thanks to his special ability, I can special summon another monster from my hand, like my tutor monster, Swordmaster. Now, I tune Swordmaster with Marauding Captain. Behold, the power birthed by my monster's collective might. I synchro summon Gaia Knight, the force of Earth. I'll set 1 card and end my turn.
Awesome! It's my move now! I draw! I'll play this card, Charge of the Light Brigade. First, I send the top 3 cards of my deck to the graveyard. Then, I add a Light Sworn monster from my deck. I'll choose Lumina. After that, I'll summon Lumina to the field. Using her effect, I'll discard Wolf from my hand to summon back Gareth. I'll set 1 card face down and move to the end phase. So Lumina sends 3 more cards from my deck to the graveyard. That activates Garrett's effect. I send another 2 cards to the graveyard. One of those monsters was a Light Sworn, so I'll draw a new card. That ends my turn.
Very well. That means it's my turn. May the cosmos accept your pride.
What?
It's a common saying in my realm. A recognition that you are a resident of a much larger world, a much greater existence. Simply put, it is a request. You are asking for the universe itself to forgive your foolishness, and your arrogance for standing in the way of this salvation.
Salvation? You're just forcing your own way!
Silence. I'll activate 2 permanent spell cards, Essence Conversion Factory and Synthetic Duplication.
Huh? I've never heard of those cards.
I shall open the door of understanding to the 3 of you. But before that, I'll summon Synthesis Alpha in attack mode. That will activate the effect of my synthetic duplication. Harnessing its power, this card will analyze the exact molecular structure of my monster. Using that data, it can conjure another 2 copies of Synthesis Alpha directly from my deck.
No way! She already has 3 monsters on the field!
Your eyes do not fail you. But there is still more to come. By decreasing the battle prowess of 1 monster under my dominion to 0, I can special summon this card from my hand, Synthesis Falcon. This, in turn, will trigger the effect of my conversion factory. When the battle prowess of my monster is decreased by a card effect, that same amount is added to my reserve. Essence conversion.
What?
The great mysteries of the universe transcend mere human understanding. Now that I possess 4 monsters in my legion, I can perform a double Xyz summon.
Xyz? That's impossible!
Open your minds, and bear witness to the truth I offer. Behold, as I construct the overlay network, the gateway to eternity has now been opened. I now Xyz summon my 2 synthetic vanguards, the psionic pulse dragons.
This is bad. I thought only Valtor's soldiers could use Xyz.
It's alright! Our synchro monster is stronger than both of yours!
Typical human arrogance. You've already overlooked Psionic Pulse Dragon's ability. When my life force is greater than yours, the battle prowess of my dragons increases by the surplus.
You've gotta be kidding me! She already has 2 monsters with 3,500 attack points?
This is only the prelude. When Synthesis Alpha is used as Xyz material, its skill allows me to draw a new card. There were 3 alphas used as material this turn. Therefore, I draw 3 more cards from my deck.
I get it now. An ordinary duelist could never be the leader of an organization with this kind of technology. You've already summoned 2 powerful monsters, but this isn't even your full power, is it?
In order to safeguard the cosmos, much is required, and much is expected. Now, I'll activate the special ability of my Pulse Dragons. By removing 1 overlay unit from each of them, they shall enhance my life force by another 800 points. This, in turn, will also activate the second effect of my conversion factory. When a synthesis monster is sent to the graveyard, my reserves are further fortified by 500 points. 2 synthesis monsters were sent to the graveyard, so my life force will be increased by another 1,000 points.
But that means your dragons will become even stronger.
That's not good. It's only the first turn. We'll lose a lot of life points in this attack.
I am not as predictable as the duelists you've met in your limited lifespan. I lay these 3 cards face down. My turn is over.
What? You summoned those strong monsters, but you won't even attack?
It's your move now.
Fine. My turn. Since my skilled Dark Magician now has 3 spell counters, I can sacrifice it. Eternal Soul and faithful servant of millennia's past, wielding your ultimate magic, guide us to victory! Come to the field, Dark Magician!
Perfect!
Why is the arrival of this normal monster a cause for celebration? Presumptuous.
I reveal my face-down card, 1,000 Knives! Thanks to this card, I can destroy one of your dragons! Go! Rip it to shreds!
That will not be enough. Your tactic has activated my trap card, Xyz Reflect. Since I possess an Xyz monster, your spell card is negated and destroyed. Also, you will take 800 points of damage to your reserves.
I see your defense is thorough, but this duel is only just getting started. I'll set 1 more card and end my turn.
Alright, it's my turn then. I draw! This duel may have just started, but we're already in a bad spot. She still has 2 trap cards in the field. Even if she didn't, none of the cards in my hand can defeat her dragons. Wait, Isaac still has those 2 Lightsworn monsters on the field. That gives me an idea. Hey, Isaac!
Got something on your mind?
It's already clear we'll have to work together if we want to defeat both of her pulse dragons. If you can summon something strong enough, I'll back you up.
Something strong? Nothing would please me more.
Excellent. I set this card and end my turn.
It's my move. I'll start by sending the top card of my deck to the graveyard in order to bring back Glow Up Bulb. But that's not all. Since the card I sent was Fellas, I can instantly summon it. Next, I summon Aaron Lightsworn Monk from my hand. Now, I can do a double special summon of my own. I tune Falaise with Aaron. I'll call upon a terrifying beast of my own to shatter your defenses. Behold, Light and Dragon! After that, I'll tune Glow Up Bolt with Gareth Illumina in order to summon my ace monster. Check this out! I synchro summon Vylon Epsilon!
Well done.
I must confess, I am feeling curious about your plans. Even if you were to combine the battle prowess of your two monsters together, it would not be enough. How do you intend to fight?
Don't underestimate us. We're a team. Arm in arm, we'll win this fight together. I'll show you the power of our combined force. I reveal my trap card, Destined Rivals. Since I have Dark Magician on the field, the effects of both of your psionic pulse dragons are negated.
Clever. Since your card effect doesn't reduce their battle prowess, my conversion factor's ability will fail to activate.
I always learn from my friends. I may not be the strongest duelist here, but everyone has something they need to protect. You're so quick to claim us as your own, but you don't even know who we are. But enough talk! Both my monsters can crush yours! Battle! Vylon Epsilon! Go forth and destroy Psionic Pulse Dragon! Shining Ray!
Your vision is clear. However, it's quite short-sighted and narrow. You attack brazenly, refusing to take my own strategies into account. I activate my spell card, Rank Up Magic, Eternity Force.
What?
This card's power ranks up all Xyz monsters under my control with the same name, evolving them into an even greater form.
It can't be!
You mean there's an even greater depth to Xyz monsters? I've never heard of the clones using this kind of technique.
Bear witness, duelists. Dragons of the cosmos, venture beyond the borders of space and time, transcend your limits and open the gateway to the new age. Double rank up Xyz evolution. Now behold, rank 6, the synthetic vanguard, Supremacy Scion.
Impossible! You went from over 6,000 attack points to 0? My attack would have devastated your life points!
Just as my dragons use their abilities to enhance their power, the same is true for these monsters. When my scions are summoned, they attach a random synthesis monster in my deck to themselves as an overlay unit. Next, its attack prowess is determined by the number of Xyz materials they possess, multiplied by 1,000 points.
3,000? But that means Epsilon will be crushed!
I don't think so! I told you I'd back you up, Isaac. I activate my trap card, Metamorph. By equipping this card to Vylon Epsilon, it gains 300 attack points. Plus, since it's attacking, it also gains half the power of its target.
I should have known you wouldn't let me down. Now that's what I call teamwork! Go, Epsilon! Destroy her scion now!
You may be strong, but we've been dueling together for years. All the way back to our first year at the Eclipse Duel Academy. You, on the other hand, are completely alone. You're no match when we all stand together!
Still so presumptuous. You are quick to cast judgment, failing to recognize your own ignorance. Your flaws are evident. I am never alone. You may have each other, but I possess the combined strength of an entire civilization.
What? There's no way! Your monster should have been destroyed!
Due to my monster's unique power, when Supremacy Scion battles, neither monster will be destroyed.
So, no matter how strong our monsters are, they'll never be able to beat it!
There's more to it than simple defense. Supremacy Scion's second ability will now activate, bending your monster's will to my own. Lylon Epsilon will now join my legion of loyal soldiers.
Oh no!
I don't believe it. What an incredible card.
Now's not really the time to be admiring her cards, Virgil. We have to focus.
Can't you see? It is your destiny to ally yourselves with the Order of Eternity. Cease this pointless battle and join me. By standing with us, a greater evil will be quelled.
Never! And I'll break Epsilon free from your control, just as soon as I destroy it! Light End Dragon, attack now! Burst of Radiance!
Your strategies are laid bare to me. You are too brash, Isaac. Far too brash.
Oh yeah? Due to my dragon's effect, it loses 500 attack and defense points, but Vylon Epsilon loses 1500!
From my hand, I discard Synthesis Bionic. Now, Epsilon cannot be destroyed this turn. Additionally, its battle prowess will be enhanced by 500 points.
No!
Destiny cannot be altered so easily. Due to my conversion factory, since another synthesis monster was sent to the grave, 500 points are added to my reserve.
There's nothing more I can do. I end my turn.
That means your dragon's effect has ended. Vylon Epsilon's attack prowess returns to normal.
3,600? It's even stronger than it was when Isaac had it.
That is correct. The power bonus from Synthesis Bionic is a permanent increase. We do not simply take what is useful, we enhance it, bestowing a power that could not be possible on its own. The same is true for the three of you. I offer you the power to stand against this corrupt empire.
Even so, that's the least of our problems. She blocked all our attacks, and she could steal all our monsters with those scions.
You refuse to listen. As you wish. It is my turn once again. I'll begin with this card, Archaic Manifest. This allows me to draw cards equal to the number of overlay units on one Xyz monster under my dominion. Scion has 3, therefore I draw 3 new cards. Now, I'll exterminate your life force, Isaac. I'll have my first Scion conduct a direct attack. Go! Proton Burst!
No! Ah!
Isaac! No! This is bad. Normally in a team battle, our monsters can be used to defend our teammates from direct attacks. But in this case, her Scion's ability would only steal our monsters. And Isaac would still lose the rest of his life points. We're powerless to save him.
My trap card is Wicked Rebirth. Even if I use it, I can't save myself. And it would make Onaga and Virgil's job even harder. I'm sorry, guys. I did my best.
And now, my second Scion will attack. With this, you will serve the Order of Eternity. Proton Burst!
Virgil! Onaga! Avenge me!
No! Isaac!
Ah!
Your defiance means nothing. You will be integrated into our ranks, serving a much greater purpose. We will take your sacrifice, and the future will be better for it.
Virgil and Onaga were stunned at the Queen's brutal attacks. They could only look in dismay at their own powerlessness. The Queen's Scion monsters had dispatched their friend easily, and its abilities rendered most strategies useless. The drones began to gather around Isaac, latching onto his body. They began carrying him deep into the mothership. He would cease to be the friend they once knew, reborn as a loyal soldier under the Queen's command. The gravity of the situation could no longer be denied. Their very identity was under attack. Escape was no longer possible. For the first time in years, both Onaga and Virgil truly began to wonder, was there any way to survive?